Financial freedom isn't a dream, it's a system. Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Today we are going to be talking about financial freedom because everyone talks about it, but not everyone actually builds it. Most people say they want passive income because they want to work less and earn more. But passive income really is not about working less and earning more. It's about setting things up right. Passive income simply means you earn without having to be there. You earn money without having to be there every minute. And if eventually you decide to work, you work by choice and not by pressure. And there are only two ways to make this happen: either money working for you or your business working for you. If you want real freedom, eventually you would want both. So let's start with the first one: money working for you. This part is not complicated, but it does requires discipline because you must save money. I repeat, you must save money. If you don't save money, you can't invest, and if you can't invest, money won't work for you. And if money can't work for you, how do you expect to gain financial freedom? You will just keep living from paycheck to paycheck, spending more than you earn. That is why I teach putting at least 10% of your total income aside specifically for just investing. For just what? Investing. Now, investing doesn't mean gambling. It simply means people pay you for your own money. People work for you for your own money. There are plenty vehicles like real estate, funding, currencies, and more. You can name them. And all these things I mentioned, including stocks, bonds, you don't need to do them all. You just need to pick one that suits you, that you know you can do perfectly. Bonds, maybe business, anyone, cryptocurrency, investing, buying equity, anyone that resonates with you that you know that you can do properly. Let me just give you few steps on that. Pick something that feels very interesting to you, not just interesting to you, something you know you can handle. You understand? Because if you cannot handle it, then you're gambling. Also, make sure it has a reasonable chance of working. Either you can handle it, or you get good at it, or you hire a professional to handle it for you. If eventually you decide to do it yourself and you don't know what you're doing, you're not investing, you're what? You're donating. For me, I like balance, so I would advise split that investment money into two parts. One part stays safe and stable, and the other part stays for calculated risk. You use the other part to take a calculated risk. If you're young and starting small, that's fine. As for me, I prefer I will not say I prefer though, that's I'm starting small. I normally do 50k, 10k, depend on how much I earn. So you just specifically put aside 10% of each of these monies specifically for investing. If the money you have saved isn't earning at least 5%, 3%, 2%, 6%, that's a very low earn. That is why it is not completely advisable to put your money in the bank. Not because bank is not safe, but because it will not yield return except it's an investment like I will not say because it's not a financial advice, but there are other banks. There are many banks that actually does it. When you go to the bank, tell them, okay, this is what I have. I want to be putting this for this particular amount of time, for this particular period of time. And they will tell you, all right, no problem, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years, you'll be putting 10,000 naira per month. And after the 2 years, your once your money is completed, you would even get an extra increase, maybe 5%, maybe 10% in that money you kept with the bank. Now, without wasting time, let's talk about the second part: money, business working for you. This is where many people miss the point. A business that needs you 10 hours every day forever is not a business for freedom. It's actually another job with more headaches. A passive income business is built once and maintained occasionally, like book with royalties, licensing, intellectual properties, online systems, business with teams and processes. Like the book Secret of the Millionaire Mind, it came out years ago. This book here, it came out years ago, but it still sent check to the owner. See the owner here. This is the owner. You can search for the book. It's online. You can also go to bookshop to buy it. But it still sent checks to the owner. So this is not just an investment. It's a leverage, and it's not luck. Here's a good test for this. If your business cannot run without you in 3 years, in 3 years, that means it is not set for freedom yet. But that does not also mean that you're not doing it right. It just means that you need to do a lot upfront so you can do a lot less later. That is how freedom is built. Not wishing, not hoping, not waiting. System, habit, structure. Build money that works, build system that works, and eventually you don't have to. That is how freedom is built. See you in the next video. I will get to explain other parts of this investment for you. Thank you very much for